Hey guys, welcome back to the Oola Life Challenge for day 29 with me, Linda Mae Myers. Integrity is defined as adherence to moral and ethical principles. It is soundness of moral character, honesty in thought, word, and action. I mean, who can argue that integrity is a bad thing? Everyone aspires to act with integrity, or at least they should. The problem is that when we are human, we make mistakes. Sometimes they are big ones, and sometimes they're not so big. Sometimes they're obvious, sometimes they're not so obvious. Sometimes they're more subtle and gray. With a deep desire to balance and grow our life, which is what we're doing here in the Oola Challenge, having a clear image of your dreams and striving for that image of your dreams, I would be here to warn you, be wary of stepping over that line, especially a gray line, to speed up the process. You know, we're here and we're moving along. We want to get here. There's no shortcuts. It happens to the best of us. We want so badly. We use justification to act in a way that is out of integrity to get us to our goal faster. This will catch up with you in the end. Acting with a base of moral and ethical principles will set you up for greatness and accelerate your Oola journey, okay? In the early stages of the race, you may be passed by those who have no problem compromising on moral values or what is right? They will pass you by, but you will meet them again on your way up. They may be reprimanded for poor choices. They may have bad consequences for choices. Regardless, your efforts will go rewarded for doing the right thing. Keeping integrity with others is important and obvious. If you do this, you win in the end. Don't sell out in this category to make the track faster. The guilt created by compromising what you know to be right will trump any short-term gain. I promise you. In addition to aspiring to a life of integrity with others, don't forget to keep integrity with yourself. Yeah, what does that mean? Set goals that promote personal growth, but set them in steps that are realistic and attainable and create a culture of winning for yourself. When you tell yourself you're going to do it, do it. There's lots of times where we will promise that we're going to do something for someone else, or we stand on our word of what we say. We make commitments and we stick to them. But it's too easy when we make commitments to ourselves to back off and to justify letting it slide or to letting it go or to reevaluate. So I'm going to tell you, set attainable goals for yourself and have integrity for yourself and meet those goals, right? Don't let your word just be your word where other people stand. Let your word be your word for yourself as well. Think back to when you were a kid. Did you ever say, I pinky promise or cross my heart as you vowed to a friend you would keep your word? And you kept it, right? You kept it because it was your word. I want you to pinky promise with yourself. Promise that when you set your goals, you will not give up on yourself, all right? Most people start the year off making resolutions and promise that a week later, that they're going to be still on the same track. But often within days, weeks, and sometimes months, these goals are a distant memory. In fact, only 8% of resolutions we make are ever kept. Keeping your word to others is important, but so is keeping your word to yourself. This is also integrity. So often we find that this accelerator can be compromised with slight exaggerations, white lies, or even a wink, a little excuses, making excuses for yourself. But when you get down to it, the reality is that integrity isn't meant to be like a garment that you take off and wear it when it's convenient. When you walk with integrity with God, yourself, and others, then you accomplish great things. So don't break promises to yourself. So start small. Yes, dream big, but set small goals that become part of your larger dream as you gain momentum, and believe in yourself. Don't say, I'm going to work out 3 times per day and eat vegetables and only tofu and only drink water, because that's not sustainable. Set goals that you can keep and then build from there. We're going to be spending a lot of times the next week or so on how to write proper goals, how to set goals, and creating our own goals. But the goal of all of this is progress, not perfection. Once you set a goal, keep that promise to yourself. You build momentum and belief that anything is possible, right? So today's assignment is to resolve that you will keep the promise to yourself, all right? Did you complete all of your mini goals that you wrote for yourself? If not, I want you to go back and do them now. Keep your word to yourself because it's just as important as keeping your word to others. We need to be honest with ourselves, and we need to complete what we say we're going to finish, even if we're not committing to anyone but ourselves. Have I said enough? All right. So in Luke 16:10, it says, "One who is faithful with very little is also faithful for much." So let's start with a little. We'll start with these little goals that we created for ourselves and make sure we complete them. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow for our next Oola Accelerator.